Hey, this is Lisa with lisaemery.com. So today I wanted to talk to you about the big mistake I made in my business and how you can avoid it so you don't have to make that same mistake. So the big mistake I made with my business when I first started is I made the mistake of thinking, and I got this from my upline, I made the mistake of thinking that everyone was my prospect, that everyone was my target my audience, that everyone would want my product. And even though I had a product that would benefit everyone, and even though you probably have a product that would benefit everyone, that doesn't mean that they want it. People don't always want what they need. So when I realized that, hi Joanne, when I realized that, and I realized that, hi Lori, I realized that in trying to speak to everyone, in trying to present my product to everyone, and trying to sell my product to everyone, I wasn't getting through to anyone, okay? I wasn't reaching anyone. I wasn't selling to anyone. I wasn't getting any new customers because I was trying to market to too broad of an audience. Hi, Betty. And when I finally realized that, and somebody showed me that what I really needed to do was to dial in who it was I was speaking to, that's when everything changed. And so here's 3 things I want you to keep in mind when you're doing your marketing. And by your marketing, I mean social media post, Facebook Lives, I don't know, any kind of promotion that you're even if you're posting in a group. Okay, if you keep these things, hi Letitia, if you keep these things in mind, hi Paulette, these 3 things in mind when you're doing your post or your Facebook Live, or, emailing your list, or writing a blog post, or I don't know, whatever type of marketing it is that you do. Keep these 3 things in mind every time you're doing that. So every time you write a social media post about your product, I want you to think about what generation you're talking to. Okay. So what I mean by that, are you talking to empty nesters? Are you talking to baby boomers? Are you talking to Gen Y? Are you talking to millennials? Because each one of those, one, uses a different language, okay? 2, has different pains and struggles, right? And 3, they have different wants and desires. And you cannot reach someone about your product until you know those things, okay? You need to know what their pains and struggles are, and you need to know what their wants and desires are. Hi, Tina. And you need to know what language they use to express that. Hi, Janelle. Okay. Because otherwise it's like speaking Spanish to a German. Okay. They just don't get it because you're not using the right language. You're not using the right trigger words. Okay. And that's so important. When you can dial in on that, hi, Robin, when you can get that right, it is like you are speaking to their soul. They're like, even if it's a Facebook Live and they're watching it later, after you've gone live, they're like, oh my God, she was talking just to me. Because you're using their words, you're describing their pains and struggles using their own language. Okay. It's so, so powerful. Okay. So that's 1. 2, you need to know like what their family situation is. So are they single? Are they married? Do they have little kids? Not just do they have kids, okay, but where are they with their kids? Because someone who's got little kids, like 5 and under, their pains and struggles are different than someone who's got kids that are maybe juniors and seniors in high school, right? Because the parents of kids of juniors and seniors in high school are thinking about, oh my God, my kids are going to college. How am I going to pay for that? Or they're going to get married. How am I going to pay for that? Hi, Mary, right? 4 and 5-year-old parent, different pain struggles. Parents of kids with high schoolers, different, right? Parents of kids who are adults and gone. Now it's about their grandchildren. Okay, so you've got to know what their family situation is, right? In order to, again, be able to dial in on those pains and struggles and wants and desires. Okay, third thing that you need to know is their work. Are you talking to a stay-at-home mom with kids 5 and under? Or are you talking to a working mom with kids 5 and under, right? Different problems, different language, different wants and desires, okay? If you're talking to a stay-at-home mom with kids in high school or a working parent with kids in high school, they've got different pains and struggles. A working parent with kids in high school is probably thinking, oh my God, my kids are going to be graduating soon and I'm working all the time, so I am not spending nearly enough time with them, right? Guilt. Starting to feel guilty because their kids are going to be leaving and they're working too much and they don't get to spend enough time with their kids. So not only are they trying to figure out how they're going to pay for college, how they're going to pay for the wedding, but they're also feeling guilty because they're working all the time and they don't get to spend time with their kids, and their kids are going to be leaving pretty soon. Okay. So can you see, does that make sense? Can you see why that's important to know those three things about the people that you're speaking to? Now, so drop a 1 if that makes sense to you. Here's the thing though, and this is where people get hung up. This is where I got hung up. So if I'm doing a Facebook Live right now and I am talking about my product, and so I want to talk to, let's say I want to talk to, yeah, okay, good. I want to talk to moms, working moms, with kids in high school. Okay. So let's say that's what I want to talk, who I want to be speaking to right now. So I would hit those, talk about their pains and struggles, their wants and desires, using language that I know they would use. Right. And so that's this video. Now say tomorrow I want to do a social media post, or do a post in a group or on my business page or on my own page, whatever, wherever it is. And in that post, I want to speak to empty nesters. Okay, different pains and struggles, right? They're probably wondering, are we going to be able to retire? How are we going to afford retirement? And will we have enough money to go visit all the grandkids, right? We want to travel now that we're retired. How are we going to have that? So different pains and struggles. Okay, so that doesn't mean that you cannot market your product to a wide variety of people. But it means that when you're doing that one market thing, whether it be your video, whether it be a social media post, whether it be your email, whatever it is, speak to one person, speak to one, know who that is you're speaking to. Know those three things. Okay. What generation are they? What's their family status? And what's their working status? Okay. Know those things, know what their pains and struggles are, hit on their pains and struggles, show them how they can reach their wants and desires by using your product or by your business opportunity. The same is true for your business opportunity. And you will touch them emotionally. You will reach them in a way that you're going to build such rapport. They're going to feel like an instant connection to you. Because I swear they're going to be like, she's talking just to me. She's talking to my soul. How does she know that about me? How does she know that's what I'm feeling? So you make such a stronger connection. And people buy on emotions. They buy on emotions. They don't buy on logic. They don't care what your compensation plan. They don't care about all the scientific research about your product. Okay? They want to know how your product's going to make them feel. They want to know how that's going to help them achieve what they want to achieve. And you can only show them that by knowing who you're talking to. Okay. So if that makes sense, if you got any value from this, please like, comment, and share.